Hello, health enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel.
Today, we're diving deep into heart health, specifically focusing on the effect sugar has on triglycerides levels.
Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel, where we strive to provide tips and ideas for a healthy lifestyle.
First, let's understand what triglycerides are and why they matter.
Triglycerides are a type of fat, lipid, found in your blood.
They serve as an energy source, but high levels can increase the risk of heart disease. Elevated triglycerides are associated with atherosclerosis, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. Today's topic aims to educate on how your body reacts to sugar, and why reducing intake of sugary foods and beverages is an important step towards a healthier lifestyle.
To accomplish this, we will explain how the body reacts when it encounters them. Sugar triggers an increase in your body's production of triglycerides.
This occurs through a number of processes.
Conversion in the liver.
When you consume added sugars, such as white sugar, brown sugar, honey, or high fructose corn syrup, your liver processes them. Excess glucose from these sugars is converted into triglycerides within the liver.
Triglycerides are then released into the bloodstream and stored in fat, adipose, tissue for later energy use. Caloric surplus and triglycerides.
Consuming more calories than your body needs leads to a caloric surplus. This surplus energy is converted into triglycerides. These triglycerides circulate in your blood, contributing to elevated levels.
Storage and release. Triglycerides are stored in fat cells.
Between meals, when your body requires additional energy, these stored triglycerides are released. High sugar intake leads to an excess of triglycerides waiting to be used.
Enzyme blockage. Sugar consumption interferes with an enzyme responsible for breaking down triglycerides. As a result, triglycerides accumulate in the bloodstream. Sugar also increases your body's resistance to insulin, in a few ways. Overloading insulin production.
Regularly consuming foods high in added sugar or carbohydrates can overwhelm the body's ability to produce enough insulin.
Over time, this excess sugar intake leads to elevated insulin levels in the blood.
Cell resistance to insulin. High insulin levels can cause cells to become resistant to insulin's effects. When cells resist insulin, they struggle to take in glucose from the bloodstream efficiently.
Glucose imbalance. The glucose remains in the blood, contributing to consistently raised blood sugar levels. This imbalance affects overall health and can lead to complications like kidney damage, nephropathy, or nerve damage, neuropathy. Rapid blood sugar spikes. Sugary beverages, including sodas, contribute to diabetes risk. The body digests sugars from soda quickly, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar. These spikes worsen insulin resistance. Weight gain and fat storage. Excess sugar not used for energy is stored as fat. Weight gain further exacerbates insulin resistance.
Fructose, a type of sugar found in fruits and added sugars, plays a significant role in elevating triglycerides levels. This happens for two main reasons. The first reason is because the human body processes glucose and fructose differently. While virtually every cell can break down glucose for energy, only liver cells handle fructose. When excess fructose is present in the diet, the liver undergoes complex chemical transformations. Secondly, the liver uses fructose to create fat through a process called lipogenesis. With sufficient fructose intake, tiny fat droplets accumulate in liver cells, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. NAFLD affects up to 30% of adults in developed countries and is reversible in its early stages. High sugar intake can also raise LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol. Elevated LDL cholesterol contributes to higher triglyceride levels. For tips on lowering your LDL cholesterol, see our video, 10 Healthy Foods to Lower Your LDL Cholesterol, on our channel. Sugary foods are calorie-dense but lack essential nutrients. When you consume more calories than your body needs for immediate energy, it converts the excess calories into triglycerides.
These triglycerides are stored in your fat cells for future use. Weight gain occurs when you consistently consume more calories than you burn, so-called caloric surplus.
As you gain weight, your body stores more triglycerides in fat cells, and the excess triglycerides contribute to elevated levels in the bloodstream.
Therefore, regular consumption of sugar leads to weight gain and obesity.
Excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, is linked to metabolic changes in your body that contribute to elevated triglycerides levels. It is known that a diet rich in added sugars promotes inflammation in the body. This occurs because excess fat tissue releases inflammatory signals. When the inflammation becomes chronic, persists for weeks, months or years, it impacts triglycerides levels.
Let's take a look at how is that happening. On one hand, chronic inflammation triggers a reduction of HDL, good cholesterol.
This type of cholesterol is responsible for removing the excess cholesterol from tissues and transporting it back to the liver for processing.
For tips on boosting your HDL cholesterol, see our video, 10 Foods That Can Boost Your HDL Cholesterol, on our channel. On the other hand, chronic inflammation can increase of LDL, bad cholesterol, and LDL being the carrier of triglycerides. More LDL cells incorporate more triglyceride cells. We would like to close this video with a few recommendations to help you maintain healthy levels of triglycerides, which is typically less than 150 mg per deciliter. Moderation is key. Therefore, we recommend limiting intake of sugary foods and beverages. Choose wisely. Opt for natural sugars from fruits rather than added sugars.
However, remember that excess fructose, the sugar found in fruits, can also be damaging. Therefore, moderation is recommended here as well.
Ideally, you should limit yourself to 2 or 3 pieces of fruit per day, even less when you are consuming dried fruits. Read labels. Be aware of hidden sugars in processed foods. Always keep in mind that the dietary guidelines recommend limiting calories from added sugars to less than 10% of total daily calories. Balance with fiber. Pair sugary foods with fiber-rich options to slow down sugar absorption, such as split peas, lentils, black beans, cannellini, and chia seeds. Remember, maintaining healthy triglyceride levels involves a holistic approach. Diet, exercise, and lifestyle choices all play a crucial role. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating world of sugar and its effects on our health. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding how sugar impacts your triglycerides empowers you to make informed choices. So, let's recap. Keep an eye on those sneaky added sugars in processed foods. They can quickly add up and affect your triglycerides. Opt for natural sugars found in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These come bundled with fiber and nutrients. Moderation is key. Enjoy your favorite sweet treats but balance them with a heart-healthy lifestyle. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed content. Share it with friends and family, they deserve to know too. Remember, your health journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Small steps today lead to big changes tomorrow. As always, stay curious, stay healthy, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.